This segment of Scent Blocker Most Wanted is brought to you by the Whitetail Institute of North America. Deer nutrition is all we do. QDMA, the Quality Deer Management Association.
Well, it's the first day of moose season, and we're going to a base camp about 30-35 miles upriver. And there's a whole bunch of camp already set up, but we've got a lot of stuff in this boat, so we're going to load it up here, and just as it's starting to break daylight, we're going to head upstream and get set up. That's what we're after. They're just awesome animals. When you come up here in the wilderness and see a big bull moose like that, yeah, they're gigantic animals. So that was a nice sign. Can't wait.
Just as in previous hunts, Scott and Doug would use the Spike Camp as their home base and the river as their highway. And with camp all set up, they took advantage of their early start. One of the tactics used for locating bull moose during the rut is scraping. This simulates the sound of bulls scraping their antlers on trees and brush to show dominance and win the right to breed.
This is what we're looking for right here. This is a big bull bed. There's a couple beds here. And it's a piss hole, what they call a piss hole. It's with a breeding mark. It's exactly what we're looking for.
Although the guys were seeing good moose sign, the weather was starting to have an adverse effect on their hunt. With the wind picking up, Doug was concerned that their chances of hearing a bull or having their calls heard were growing slim. So the guys decided to pack it in and hope for better weather the next day. They had no way of knowing that the next 7 days of hunting would be much like the first. Scott and Doug trekked through miles and miles of territory in search of a bull. They climbed high into the foothills and coursed through endless rivers. The swamps and bogs that were usually full of moose throughout the year were void.
This segment of Scent Blocker Most Wanted has been brought to you by IQ. Center the dot for the perfect shot. Block Black. One tough target. Glendale, because there's only one chance at a big buck. Scent Blocker Most Wanted has been brought to you by Winchester Rifles and Shotguns. Premier Deer, the premium deer attractant. Diamondback truck covers. It's your truck, use it. Old Man Outdoors. What can old man do for you? Gilbreth's Taxidermy, the official taxidermist of Scent Blocker Most Wanted.
Well, we have had a heck of a moose season here in Alaska. we have hunted hard, and we have seen more moose beds and moose trails, moose tracks, made more moose calls than you can even imagine. And we've seen a few young moose, but we can't seem to get a big mature bull in no how. So got this afternoon to go yet. Quite frankly, I'm feeling a little whooped right now, but we always have a chance. It's never over till it's over.
So Scott and Doug were headed back downriver, back to their base camp at Marabou Landing. Perhaps in another year, when the ice has left the river and the rut brings bull moose out of the swamps and into bow range, Scott can fulfill his dream again.
There's a moose. There's a moose right there in the trees. That's a bull. It's a bull. There's a bull right there in the trees. It's big. It's a really big bull. He's right there in the trees, right there. He's just standing there. Oh, I can't see. I can't get through there. It's so thick, I can't get through. He's just standing there, won't move. There's no way I can shoot through that. Doug, he's in there, there's a cow there. And he's just standing there, he won't move. There's no way I can't shoot. It's too thick, I gotta shoot this guy. Josh, you ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take him. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh my word. I don't believe it. He's down right there.
Yeah, we planted him. Good job.
Oh, that one, he went down like a ton. There was a cow laying right up above him there, and he won't move. I could see the cow laying there, and I wanted to shoot him so bad with the arrow, but I couldn't get an arrow through. Come on, man. You got to see this. Look, there's the cow. There's the cow coming out there now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there she is.
That's why he wouldn't move. He had that cow laying there, and there was no way. He was in such thick stuff where I stopped there in that mud. There was no way I could shoot through with an arrow. Well, there's 4 big brows on one side, 4 big brows on another. Oh my word. Look at this. Come here, look at the size of this animal. Come here. You see it? Look how big his body is. Just look how thick this is. This is unbelievable. He falls down, trees go down and everything. Wow. Look at the size of this thing. I don't know how wide he is, but they are giant pans. 1 second we're heading for camp with our tail between our legs, and the next minute we're high-fiving each other because we shot a monster bull. Give me 5, man.
Way to go, man.
Oh, I cannot believe it.
Congratulations.
Just wild country up here. You just never know where they're going to be.
You never know.
You know, I'm a bow hunter at heart, and I came to Alaska to shoot a big bull just like this with my Matthews Monster. It's set at 80 pounds and it shoots just like a gun. And when I jumped out of the boat, I wanted to shoot this big bull with that bow. But he was through all this thick alders, and I just could not take a responsible shot. I had to run back to the boat and grab the gun. And you know, this is a little Browning stainless and .270 caliber. And if you saw that bull go down, one shot high in the shoulder here, and he dropped like a ton, literally a ton. This little gun really did the trick. You know, I'm not even disappointed I didn't shoot with a bow. I'm a hunter, and I came here to hunt a big moose. I've got a great moose on the ground. It's at the last final minutes of the season, and I'm a pretty happy guy. Doug Klunder is just an awesome guide, and we had a fun trip. This this is hard. When you come to Alaska to shoot a moose like this, you don't know what you're getting into, but all the bogs and all the mud and all the bugs and the rain and the sun and the hot and the cold, it's a pretty tough deal. And I don't apologize one little bit. I'm happy I have this bull right here, even with this little Browning rifle. This is quite a trophy. This is a big deal for me. This is quite a bull.
And so the trophy passes downriver. Down the Nushagak as the salmon do. The life and blood of Alaska flows through its rivers in an endless exchange. As the salmon run from the seas to die in the mountain streams, this massive treasure floats downstream. Its life but a memory in the last frontier of Alaska.